What's up? Hopefully the audio is working for you now. Basically, Gaming Killer 999. The reason I don't talk over my stream is at the moment I'm having to use Connect Sensor, which provides not a good standard of audio quality, and it really quite frustrates me when I listen to the stream back over and you guys can hear all sorts of clicking and knocks and rustling and bangs and even my dog running about. So it's really not great viewing, dude, so that's why I'm not playing with the audio. June, is this game good or should I not buy it? Well, the only person that can answer that really, mate, is you. If you like a big free roam open map where you can sort of develop all your different skills and things to unlock and build, we'll just show you the engram page here. These are all the different things you can unlock. If you like the sound of working your way towards that and advancing through the levels and building your own little base and taming dinosaurs, generally speaking, man, you can't go wrong with this game. So I hope that answers your question. Building your own little base and taming dinosaurs, generally speaking. Sorry, that right there is how close my connector is to my phone. Just checking my audio is working. So yeah, apparently that's clear enough for you guys. Again, I apologise for the audio quality because using a Connect when you're streaming really isn't the one. But it's mainly just to answer your guys' questions. So yeah, I hope I answered that satisfactorily for you, Gaming Killer. But to be honest, man, the only way you're going to find out if you like the game is if you play it, quite frankly. I think they did do like an hour's trial maybe with it, if I remember rightly. So give it a download, try it for the hour, see what you think. And it also depends on the size of your tribe and stuff. As you can tell right now, I'm a one-man band. It's just me building this base, so if I can pass you on tips, great. But to be honest, I'd play with a few buddies, or at least get involved with a tribe, and then you can, tame a few more animals, do things, basically grinding away, making a base. Yeah, man, it's good fun. Unfortunately, it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. It's one of those games where you can't really just sit there and play it for half an hour. You know it, you've played it for 5-6 hours. And quite honestly, sometimes you don't even get very far just in that sort of time. So if you do buy it, be prepared to put the time in, be prepared to put the hours in, the grind on and stuff like that, And as you can see right now, I know it's a bit tedious, but I don't have to, but I'm essentially going to fence off this little area with the gates. I've obviously cocked up here and left a gap, so I'm hoping my next one won't be. Now, to make this easier, I could just go and raid some beaver dams and steal a lot of woods, but there's a bit of hassle flying here, there and everywhere just to gather the materials. Sometimes it's just easier to spend 5 minutes chopping trees. Yourself a metal hatchet and you're away. You can do it with a stone one, but obviously you're going to have to repair them a lot more. So as soon as you can, get the metal tools. Bet this one's going to break in a minute. That's another gateway. See if we can put this one down a bit better, preferably with no gap this time, just to be anal about it. Bit better, isn't it? So yeah, essentially that's just going to be like a few more gates. Just going to go around in a bit of a semicircle. And then that's really, that part's fenced off. All I need to do is put the gates in. The gates are easy enough. And then really that works as a fence. And then you'll notice I've got a fence right at the very back of just where my house is. And then all this bit in front here can be like a little animal base. We'll eventually get rid of the smithy and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's why it's a bit of a grind. Each gate takes, or each gateway takes 900 of each resource, wood, thatch and stone. So it can take you a while. That's why it can be a bit tedious. So just be aware when you are trying to do these mad constructions, you are going to have to put the time in, of course. There's no real quick way to doing it. Unless you know, you've got a tribe of 10 of you, maybe even 2 of you, 3 of you, and you're all going around getting each part of the material. As it stands, obviously I have to do it all myself, so it's going to take a while. Generally speaking, once you've emptied the dams, they go away for a couple of days, and then you can come back, you rebuild, and you can raise them again. Just for now, I don't need to carry that sniper, it's just unnecessary weight. just for ease, just to let you know, every 100 narcoberries is exactly 20 narcotic. Narcoberry, sorry, yeah, every 100 narcoberry is 20 narcotics. Sorry, I don't know what I'm chatting about there. Just check the stats of the metal. The reason I'm making so much metal again is to build with, really, so we're getting there. I'm going to stop off, go and raid a couple more dams. Right, so the easiest way to do it is to try and lure them away and get them into a fight, really. They will chase you for a while, so lead them anywhere. As long as it's away from their dam, it doesn't matter. Oh, doesn't want to leave it, this one. Those of you that don't know, if you tame them, they're mobile smithies. They're actually really handy creatures, but I'm not sitting here taming it right now because I'm, to be honest, I can't really be bothered. Yeah, they're mobile smithies. They're very, very handy, and they obviously take down wood loads. So yeah, well worth a tame if you can do, if you got the time or the patience. Well, down he goes. One down. Yeah, there was another one. They're usually in pairs, sometimes threes. There he is. He's seen me. Swim. Couple of them. Pretty much exactly what I wanted to happen. So we're again just lead them over here. The further away, the better, of course. But as long as they're far enough that you can, you know, go in, get their stuff, get out without being harmed, you're all good. I tend to lead them across like predators if I can, raptors, T-Rexes, whatever's nearby, it doesn't really matter. Come then, mate. Let's have some, shall we? First thing I've got to do is take the cement paste because that doesn't weigh too much. Come back for the wood. Oh, here he comes. Too late, mate, too late. Oh, here we go. We got a little fucking Angry Bird crazy chicken thing over here. This thing's a mental. We'll set that on the beaver. That's how we do it, guys. See, terror birds, mate. As advertised. Terrifying. Horrible little things. Yeah, pretty much won't give up. Oh, look, it's got a mate on its way. Yeah, they're horrible little things. Oh, it's done him. Fair play to the beaver. Just thinking about it, cement paste doesn't weigh that much at all. I probably could actually get away with taking some wood. Indeed, I could. Right. Right next to it. Fucking hell. It's like refusing to give it to me now. Alright. There's usually a couple down here, so just have a little look. They're not always in the water. You'll find that quite a lot of this game is multitasking. Go for your base, you might as well go back with something useful. Okay. Might as well make some more narcotic while we're here. It's always the best way to rank up. Never had too much. It's just easy enough. It's 500, so it's 1210 so far. It should, in theory, be more than enough to take down even the biggest dinosaur, or keep it knocked out, rather. Obviously, you want your narcoberries, you just hop on your Bronto, or a trike, or any real animal that will swipe at things. So there's another 300 narcoberry in one swipe. So 300 narcoberry is about 6, well, it is 6 narcotics, so there you go. Just going to bump his weight up a bit more. So guys, if you're stuck and you're watching this on youtube.com/Rekka Games, then as you know, there is already a how to farm narcotics tutorial, which will get you quite literally thousands within an hour. So it's really not too difficult. Those of you watching live, just go to the YouTube address I told you, and there you can see the farming narcotics. The long and short of it is do what I've done here, separate all your meat into individual portions so they all spoil at the same time. They spoil in big bundles then, and then obviously you just get your narcoberries. So we've got enough for 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210, no, 205 narcotics just with that amount of berries. And that's literally all you do. We've already got a couple in here from earlier, good stuff. Now I don't actually need that many, I'd probably only need about 40's worth, if that. I have actually built my electrical generator. I should really be focusing on getting the power on. That way you can store everything for a way longer periods. In fact, we should have enough to do it, so let's have a look. The generator's just there, in case you missed it. Right, it really depends, but basically you don't need too much. You will need an electrical outlet to power any item you may need. So essentially you connect your wires to your generator, and then on the end of your wire you crack an electrical outlet, and then that'll power every item within a certain radius. It's really simple. Apparently I need more electronics, which I can't believe, but there you go. Ah, pearls. I sighed because getting pearls are frustrating. Good place to get pearls are the beaver dams, and you get them in quite big bulk, but you don't get them in every dam. So the next best way is either trilobites underwater or along the beach, or if you're close enough like I am, you can go up north and pretty much hand pick them from the beach. It takes a lot of time though to do that, and you're also freezing to death, so just be careful. Make sure you got high fortitude. Might even knock up a quick bit of fur armor thinking about it. If I've got enough, of course. Oh, crap. Well, at least I got a chest piece out of it. That will essentially keep me a bit warmer when I go up to north. As you can see there, we just got our 39 meat spoiled. So just before we go, we'll crack that on the mortar and pestle. Ideally, you want to go up into the snowy area, at least in daytime, but I should be alright-ish. Should last a fair amount anyway. You can always make a curry recipe, which if I find it, we can knock that up, I suppose. Basically, it just keeps you from freezing to death for a certain period of time. Let me have a look. That's the energy brew, the mind wipe. Mind wipe's really good. Basically, you eat the mind wipe, it resets all of your engram points back to 0, and you can re-unlock everything. It even gives you all of your engram points back. Hence why I've got 489 sat there, because I went back and unlocked them. So what that means is you can go back, it'll unlock you back to 0, so you can unlock back up to your level 75 or whatever level you were when you took it. And it just means you can go back and maybe not unlock the things that you wasted points on last time. Like I wasted points on paintbrushes and crap like that when you don't really need to. So yeah, I went back and now I'm only unlocking as I go. And I've got plenty of points for the future upgrades. You need quite a lot. The last lot of upgrades I got was the scuba gear. All of this lot here. But there's still a few more to be had, as you can see. Giga Saddle. Don't think I can even learn that yet. No, you've got to be rank 85 and I'm only 75. Damn. Yeah, Vault. Again, it's just a large storage box. Right, so anyway, I was looking for the Enduro recipe real quick, because if I'm going up to the snowy bit, I want to at least be warm, or as warm as I can be. I'm hoping it's in my smithy. That's the one. Obviously, I've got no long grass or rocker carrots, so it doesn't really matter. I can grow them, I'm just lazy. I find the gardening bit really crap, but it's another thing. So that's cool. At least we know we can't use it. Parking them up closer to the base. And it doesn't matter because Del Boy's here. Fuck's sake. Right, things I suggest taking at least some form of food. Algors and Allosaur. I know you couldn't make this shit up. It was only a low level when I got him, but they're basically like, they're in between a raptor and a T-Rex, but I'd say they lean more towards the raptor side. And they're vicious little bastards. They're really quick and they're really fun. So yeah, I took him. Rather luckily, to be honest, but I managed to get him down, so I thought, bugger it, I'm going to tame him. I don't know why I got that other meat. Why did I do that? I just replenish Greedo then. Greedo. He's named after the French dude that loaned me the kibble for him. He was level 140 when I got him down. He went up by about 67 levels, which isn't great considering I fed him entirely kibble, but nevertheless, it's the sort of level Pteranodon you need. He's got like RG level stamina. So his stamina's up there at 1100. He's a killer. His melee damage has been upgraded. And I'm just in the process of upgrading his weight and his speed. You need to be over 200 if you want to outrun a dragon. Why would you want to outrun a dragon, you ask? Because to get a dragon you need to steal one of the mother's eggs to raise it yourself. And to be able to do that, you need to be able to fly faster than the dragon that's going to be chasing you after you've stolen its eggs. So you need it over 200. That's on Scorched Earth, the DLC, which I'll obviously show you a bit of, but to be honest, it's pretty tough right now, so I need to rank up a lot more first. Now we'll just demo this real quick. I've just hit the cold zone. I'm cold, so I've got fur on, but I am cold. And if you just have a real quick check on your health, it'll be dropping down, yeah? So when you're coming up here for pearls or oil, you can get oil up here as well. If you're coming up here for that, you need to be in and out spot where you go in. And oh yeah, be aware of crazy battles. And that's why you bring the extra food along. As Khaleesi's base, they did have loads of dragons. I don't know what's happened there. Right, see that flashing thing in the sea? That's a pearl, or pearls, depending on how you want to look at it. I was just debating if it's a little bit too far out for me, but screw it, we'll give it a go. Right, you won't all the time get 9 in one grab. Sometimes you'll get 2, sometimes 3, you know. Oh, see that fucking scorpion? I'm surprised it didn't start my bird. That right there is why you've got to be extra vigilant. Bloody dire wolves and things all about the place. Annoyingly, there's that pow, 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 pow. Ah, shit, I knew that was going to happen. Oof. This is what I mean, you've got to be in and out real quick. That could have been a lot worse. Now, annoyingly, these guys built a base right on the spot I used to come just gather pearls around here. Built their base right on top of it, rather frustratingly. Now, to put this in perspective, if you're hunting in beaver dams, sometimes you can get 70, 80 in one hit, just in one dam, so it's obviously a bit quicker if you do it that way. That right there's from Scorched Earth, that Rockman thing. They're insane. Really good creatures, but creatures if you could call it that. See, that's a bloody Stingray. Wouldn't mind getting one of them. I believe that's actually my boat. Or it was my boat. I claimed it and essentially got jacked. I'll leave it anyway. And just to point out, my fortitude's really high, and I've also got third chest piece, otherwise you really wouldn't survive that long. Hopefully we got enough for what we need. Cool. Right. So you've got your electronics. You can now make your electrical outlet. I'm just debating what sort of wire I want to put in. I don't need much, basically. I only want a fridge, essentially. Which I'm obviously going to need more obsidian for, but that's easy enough. Also, actually, tell a lie. That right there is what I mean. I'm only unlocking as I go now for things that I actually want, you know, so. Right, so you've got your generator. hoping the wiring should still go. What button's that on Y? Oh, right, I see. Okay. My bad. Hold on a second. Did that actually place it? Yeah, it did, yeah. I just didn't see where it placed it, so probably should have chose a vertical. Right, so you've got your electrical outlet, yeah? I'm just gonna, for the sake of it, put that there. And then I just need a bit of gas, which I've already got in my fabricator. You have to have gas to run your generator. And this is why I've put it in a secure room as well, because you'll get, to be honest, people like me that will stroll across your base, notice your generator's not protected, and I'll just go and turn it off, and then bam, all of your meat and eggs, whatever you're storing in your refrigerators, is all gone. Unless you get there in time, of course. So just to pre-warn you of that. It happens. Don't cry about it. Just guard your stuff better. So once you've got that in, you can obviously turn it on. He says, can't even. There we go. And we have power. That's one light. So basically, that one wire should be enough now to be able to put a refrigerator in that room, I'm hoping. If not, I'll just place another side wire through. And then what we can also do is basically run it all through the house. So you can, for instance, if you've got that on the bottom floor, the generator on the bottom floor, you can run the wiring all under the foundation and through the walls and all this. So a light would be nice. So yeah, we've made that. That's cool. And I just need to go on an obsidian run for more polymer to get a refrigerator, which means our meat, eggs, whatever, are all stored and fresh for a long time. Yeah, you notice I always go to this mountain. It's mainly because it's got absolutely tons of obsidian, metal, crystal. Got to give it time to replenish and respawn once you've caned it. So just be aware of that. There may not be any obsidian up there, but I'm hoping I've left it enough time. Yep, we've got obsidian back, that's good. So you notice this is all the same stuff I went for earlier. think that should actually be enough, but I just thought while I'm here, I might as well take a few more. I could take a bit more metal, but in the aim of getting there quickly, we'll just quickly run this back. That's enough for a refrigerator. Right, so hopefully I've done the wiring right. In fact, just in case I haven't, to save me walking back up here or climbing up here, I'm going to make a... I don't have enough for an outlet now, do I? Never ending. Suppose what I could just do. Fuck it, I'm going to take the gamble. Yes, and it's powered. Come on. That's what we wanted. Right, sweet. So essentially now, instead of the Narcoberries being stored for instance an hour, which it was in the preserving bin, you now get plenty of hours. And your eggs will just last weeks in there. So now we can store plenty of meat, cooked meat, whatever you want in there basically, and that will stay fresh for hours. So we've got a fridge room, which is of course protected. We've got a power room, which is protected. I didn't need to delete the storage chest, but oh well. Right, I think that's me done for the day stream-wise, because this could go on forever. This is the point about the game, and I hope you're still watching game killing, because this is my general point. You know, you think you're just gonna, I'll just do this real quick, and before you know it, you've lost hours of your life, which is a good thing in a game, if you ask me, but it might not be for everyone. It can be pretty dangerous, so it's like gaining crack. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, but I'm going to knock it on the head there, store up my animals, and I'll just start again tomorrow. I tend to just do a little bit here and there till it's done. Just wondering if I've got enough for a gate quickly. 25 more words, I think we can do that. Also be prepared for what you just saw there, lag. Unfortunately, it's not the greatest in these servers, but bearable. So there you go, there's one gate. Whew. Just make sure the admin access is on it. So only you can open and close it, of course. There you go. It just saves people coming, you know, opening your gates and letting all sorts of wildlife through. And that's really it. I'll pick up tomorrow morning as usual. Now I'm just going to park up my animals safely. Maybe just go on a quick meat run while I've now got the fridge, so we've got meat ready for tomorrow and I don't have to worry about the rest of it spoiling. Ah, for Christ's sake, I forgot he was on following Del Boy. I do this every time. So you want to take him off that, take him off that. As we covered in previous streams, you want to place your animals as close to your Australornithosaurus, whatever you want to call it. You want to get it close to this, pet it, and then it will rank up real quick for you, which was obviously what we want. It just gives them all a bit of a boost. General housekeeping rules before you log off. Make sure your animals are safe, you know, wherever you keep them. Get any spoiled meat making narcotic. Generally about it. Go on a meat run actually, just to be safe. That's what I'm doing. And this is just temporary animal accommodation. Once that's all gated off with my behemoth gates, that'll be it. They'll all be out there. I was just trying to make sure Bossman could get in with some of that level up, but I don't think he is. That's annoying. So instead of going on the meat run, basically when your animals are sat there, they're not using any energy, they're not eating, essentially. So I'm going to leave that on him, which will be more than enough. I guarantee half of that will spoil. I'll just put the rest in the fridge. I do that mainly for one, so you've got meat to eat, two, so your animals have got meat to eat. As an anal, I like it in bundles of 20. And again, just to illustrate that, so that will keep that fresh for what? It says 6 hours, 21 minutes, but that's just that one single bit on the top of the bundle, as it were. Okay. If we were splitting it down for narcotic into individuals, then it would all spoil at the same time. But that's just going to be the very first bit on top of the bundle, and then you'll be left with 19 more. So essentially, when we come back, these ones that are 20 will probably be 19 or 18 in the morning, and that's why you store them up a little bit. And it will also keep your stored meat a bit fresher as well. Same principle with the narcoberries and everything else that you put in there. As that, so that's my animals sorted. I've got some metal on the go for tomorrow. I've already got a good 300 or so upstairs, 400 maybe. And I'm just actually gonna make like All the animals are good? Yeah. It's up to you. I leave some of them on neutral to defend themselves just in case anything does come by and attack. Which it shouldn't. We should be alright. So, yeah, that's about it. If you've enjoyed, I'm just gonna go pop my dude into his little bedroom. Make sure that's locked. And that's that. Job done for another day. Some good arcing.